When it is the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, you have to expect drama at each and every moment. For 50 laps, we felt that there would be no drama whatsoever, but no, there had to be drama at the second last lap when you look at it. So, for people who watch the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, it's breaking news. The pole position curse for the past 4 years continues. Charles Leclerc has finished in second position, but the winner is Oscar Piastri in the McLaren. A fantastic race from him. He managed to overtake Charles Leclerc on the 17th lap and maintained a magnificent drive throughout the entire Azerbaijan Grand Prix. For close to 15 laps, Charles Leclerc and Oscar Piastri were really having a go at each other. The DRS zones that were there after turn 1 and then the 2.2 kilometer start finish straight ensured that yes, Charles Leclerc would be there towards the end as well. It was kind of becoming a four-way tussle with Oscar Piastri. Then you had Charles Leclerc, and then you had Carlos Sainz, then Sergio Perez. All of them were really closing in on a top three finish at any point in time. But Oscar Piastri held his nerve. He withstood the DRS zones pretty brilliantly. You may say Charles Leclerc managed to come close to about zero point 0.3 seconds closer, but at one point in time he just was behind him, and that's why Oscar Piastri managed to ensure that he managed to get the win, his second career win after the Hungarian Grand Prix, in which he won quite dramatically. It was a McLaren 1-2 at the Hungaroring at that point in time in 2024. But the final lap of the race ended in a lot of drama. When it is Azerbaijan, when it is a street circuit, you have to expect a safety car, right? Now, when you came to the 50th lap, at that time, Sergio Perez, the sequence of events happened in this way. Sergio Perez tried to overtake Charles Leclerc. He had almost overtaken him, but at the turning at the inside of turn 1, Charles Leclerc regained the initiative. After that, he went into second. Perez stayed third. But at that point, Carlos Sainz got a whiff of it and then he jumped Sergio Perez and went into third. It was perfect teamwork for Ferrari at that point in time and it seemed to suit him. But then Sergio Perez in the first DRS zone came back, and unfortunately, when you look at it, Carlos Sainz turned into him and both collided and went off the track. It was a heavy collision at the wall, and Sergio Perez was absolutely fuming. He was really giving out some expletives in the team radio. Carlos Sainz, on the other hand, you're saying, what happened? He just had no clue as to what happened. But if you look at the replay quite closely, it clearly was Carlos Sainz's mistake that he did, that he just shut the line very abruptly, shut the door at Sergio Perez. And Perez, remember, he was also gunning for yet another podium. He's one of the only few guys to win twice in the circuit race in Azerbaijan. And that's why it was really a very hard, gut-wrenching moment. When you look at the pit stops at that point in time, you felt that Charles Leclerc had got it. But Oscar Piastri, the Australian, in a brilliant race, ensured that he overtook him and also outwitted him on strategy as well. In Monza, the McLarens just did not have any answer to Ferrari's strategy. Now, here, Ferrari were trying to ensure that they got the strategy right, but unfortunately, it did not happen. And because of that, it was a really big problem, and that is why Oscar Piastri's managed to win. Charles Leclerc finished second, but third position went to George Russell. Then Lando Norris went in fourth position, followed by Max Verstappen. The championship leader was having a very bad race at this point. For his high standards, when you look at it, it was truly a very bad race at this point in time. So the slump continues for Max Verstappen. He's not done well at all for the past 4 to 5 races, and he could have been in a much worse position had it not been for that two collisions that happened. Perez and Sainz both getting out, and because of that, unfortunately, when you look at it, points lost for Ferrari, points lost for Red Bull in the constructors race. So if you look at the constructors race at this point, McLaren seems to have the edge over Red Bull. And at this point in time, when you look at it, it is clearly going to be a big tussle between McLaren and Red Bull heading into the next part of the race in this case. So great result for Oscar Piastri, fantastic result for McLaren in particular, because Lando Norris finished in the fourth position. Bad day for the Red Bull because Max Verstappen finished in fifth, Sergio Perez out, Carlos Sainz, on the other hand, he also crashed with Sergio Perez. Charles Leclerc, the pole position curse continues. Not since, if we may say, Sergio Perez himself, if I'm not mistaken, that we have had a pole sitter win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. You had Nico Rosberg, who started on pole, but he didn't finish. You had Lewis Hamilton once on pole, but he didn't finish as the winner of the race. So the pole position curse really is real in Azerbaijan at this point in time. So congratulations to the Australian Oscar Piastri for putting on a sensational display, holding off Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc, on the other hand, will feel really undone by this. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. Subscribe to Sports Today. It was truly a magnificent Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The last lap collision really set off thing, and you finished the race behind a virtual safety car at this stage. So thank you so much, folks. Subscribe, like, share, and also don't forget to download the Sports mobile app for all the information you need. Bye-bye.